Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Aries reading. This is sometimes called the Hunter Moon, and I've titled these readings Fierce Hunter Moon because of the intense energy surrounding going on throughout the month of October. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in personal readings, information about that is in the description box below, detailing different readings that I offer. I am happy to be here. I am so grateful for your presence, and I appreciate all the ways that you support me. So let's get started, Libra, with your overall energy, the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is indicating a wee bit of defensiveness, and the feeling I'm getting is that you have worked on something, you have built up something for a while. This can be expertise of a sort, competency at a certain position or a certain job that you do. This can also be arranging your work-life balance in a way that suits you, but you are at a place where you are not distracted by the needs of others. And it looks to me as though you've often made yourself available to what others require, request, or demand of you. Instead of complying with that, you are focusing on your own goals. You're really moving from a place of feeling on your path of destiny, knowing what it is you ultimately care for, what's important to you, and moving in that direction in a way that doesn't allow you to get sidetracked. So this is actually a beautiful card of making space for what you do well, making space to exercise and move from a place of your strength. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the Three of Wands. This talks about you setting up yourself, setting up a new enterprise, a new project, perhaps launching your own business or a side hustle, a consultancy where you are making contacts, you're identifying those resources that you need. You are looking at other ways, other people that you admire have set up something similar, but this feels like you're approaching a particular problem within your field of professional activity, and you feel that you have a unique approach or perspective that you can bring to a new audience, a new body of clients, a new marketplace. This is exciting, and although you are busy setting this up for success, it's almost as though you're preparing to launch this new project. There's a certain amount of waiting that is involved in this. Having put your feelers out, you're waiting back for others, the interest of others, the feedback of others that you've been seeking. In the first house, the house of your perspective, we have the 10 of Wands. And this is about you releasing a former burden, a set of obligations that you have completed. This feels like it's transformational, particularly regarding your business, your effort, a project you're working on, whatever this is to you. You are extricating yourself from what feels like a lot of relationships that demanded your time. Your compliance, conformity with the needs of others has been sapping all of your energy, and you have been loyal, committed, and have taken pride in your ability to feel those obligations. But you are recognizing that this is based on an old set of beliefs, an old premise, old structure that no longer is serving you and your goals, nor do you feel it adequately serves those you want to serve. So this is a release that probably is going along with a sense of exhaustion, a sense of depletion that you've experienced in keeping up with this set of requests, requirements, or responsibilities. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your history or roots, The Page of Pentacles is describing, uh, it almost feels like you are moving into an area that has emerged from your past or heritage or cultural context. There's something perhaps that someone in your familial past used to do that you are rediscovering in a way, perhaps discovering for the first time. And in that way, this project you're looking at, or this opportunity to be prosperous or abundant through this new project you're setting up, is taking you in a direction that's actually anchoring you more deeply in however you define your roots, however you understand your past. You may be retooling a resource or um, a relationship that brings you in closer alignment with your cultural heritage. This is exciting because it feels like it is requiring you to do quite a bit of digging into something that you took for granted. So you believed you understood your, say, your family background or heritage, your ancestral roots, but actually in looking more deeply, you're finding an opportunity there that can generate some new abundance, new ideas, can actually uh, support the structure of something new that you're looking to open up. So there's an interesting past future thing going on here where I feel like your exploration into your past is actually opening new doorways of abundance, even wealth for some of you. In the seventh house of your significant relationships, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is about your ability to be supremely curious as the result of your having challenged your own assumptions about things. So you have come to understand through a series of revelations, awarenesses, elevating your consciousness, opening yourself up to the truth, that things were not exactly the way that you believed they were. In other words, you're experiencing a new level of understanding and truth regarding something that may have felt imbalanced or unjust in your life. This may, for many of you, relate to your most significant relationships. This can be a pattern that you're understanding better, how you choose your partners, your friends, your bosses, the themes that are recurrent in your relationships that you feel have trapped you in some ways, the ways in which you are looking perhaps for a truer match so that you can undertake some greater work. This feels like the critical import of your relationships right now, the ability to bond together to accomplish a goal. So this is helping you facilitate some conversations in that regard so that you are asking good questions. You are listening to the responses that you receive. You are considering the relevance of the truth that you're exploring or discovering that's emerging in your life to the experiences of others. So you're almost measuring and testing the validity of this truth in your relationships, in all of your reflections. I hope this reading is resonating for you. If it is, please like this video, share it with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I greatly appreciate all of you who do. And I pulled the Perseverance card. It reads, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is particularly relevant as I believe for you, Libra, you are looking at all of your significant relationships as a reflection of the changes that are going on within you. So you are making a big transformation. You are aligning yourself much more closely with a priority around your own needs and desires. so that you are privileging what you want, at least equally with what others require. I understand that many of us do the work we do because we have to pay the bills, but there's a way in which you are strategizing a way that your vast experience can move you closer to those goals that are meaningful to you, that give you pleasure, that you know you're good at. And this is a big transformation. It may sound very simple or glib, but it's actually completely reversing your perspective, not only on the opportunities in your world, but on who you are. And this has accompanied a great deal of patience, strength, forbearance on your part. So I'm going to clarify the 10 of Wands in the first house with the 4 of Pentacles. This shows me that you are solid on your foundation. You have built up the foundation that you now feel secure and stable to rest upon. This is where you're growing this new opportunity, this new business, this side hustle, this new project is coming out of what you have already achieved or accomplished. And this is really vibing very powerfully for you in that there is a degree of success you've already achieved, and that others may view this shift or transformation as unnecessary or not moving you, not advancing you in your career or your relationships in the way that they believe it should. For you, it is less about the financial return as it is the principled project that can ultimately yield you certainly as much, if not more, financially. But what's more important for you is the principal ground that you stand on, the ability to create something of value for others that others understand is important and useful. You are overall practical. So I see you building this new opportunity, this new project on grounds that are firm, that are already stable, that are already secure in a way that doesn't jeopardize that. The Page of Pentacles in the 4th house is clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. This is your second 7, and 7s are always about being on our destined path, being in our purpose. And here I see you continuing to evaluate what it is you have achieved, what it is you have gained or built, exactly where you're at. This is part of the transformation and looking at, yes, what you could continue uh, ascending a traditional or conventional ladder. Um, and in some ways, that has been what you've been doing for some time. But now you're actually looking at how that investment comes back to you so that you have the resources you need to do something a little different from what's conventional. How can you branch off? How can you uh, create even a side hustle that could eventually be further and further integrated into work that you're already expert at, so that you're looking for ways to invest more appropriately in along the lines of your aspirations and your dreams rather than simply reinvesting energy into the place that you're at. So you're deeply evaluating what you have created and how you can leverage that into something that reflects more of your desire. The King of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the 8 of Wands. This is an area of your chart that is getting a lot of juice with the full moon in Aries. And so there's a lot of challenge. There's a lot of you looking completely at your relationships very differently, looking at them as mirrors and matches in a way that you may have not seen them in the past, but it feels as though you're having a lot of opportunities to network, socialize, gain more contacts, um, but also being invited into opportunities, being presented with proposals, people wanting your thoughts or ideas on something that is being created, and with that, comes invitations to participate in movements, gestures, or actions that others are already putting together. This is a phenomenal way for you to continue to grow what you are setting up for yourself as you look for more collaborators that are aligned with you, as you look for more resources, as you look at other models of what others you're meeting now have been able to create out of similar circumstances. So, this is a time of a lot of inspiration for you, of you being very strategic about the contacts you make and following up with them, or working with them on some uh, minor project in the hopes of working, advancing that relationship so that there could be more collaboration in the future. And then with the Three of Wands in the 10th house, we have the Magician is clarifying that. So it's interesting. This definitely builds in terms of your sense of being in a transformation, really understanding opportunities better for you in greater alignment with your goals, but also of releasing things from the past, moving away from things that you already have demonstrated your competency in, that you no longer need to do things in the same manner, yet you understand and see other opportunities there for you moving forward. And here you are, perhaps in a less vocal way, a less obvious way. You are putting together these various ideas and potential partners to create something that expresses who you are. You may find these opportunities further afield through your broader professional associations, through your travels, through your communications abroad. You may be moving into higher education as an opportunity to present your ideas and get feedback on your vision. And you may be getting support from academia or even religious organizations or spiritual associations that are eager to use your ideas to support you in bringing your ideas forward to more people. I'm going to finish up this reading, Libra, with a Yogic Path Oracle, and hope that this reading has been somewhat insightful to you. And I've pulled the Rajas card. I will look this up. And for Rajas, dynamic movement, aggression, and energy. So for you, Libra, you are in a place of movement, making the most of each day. You're passionate and excited about the tasks at hand and are pushing the limits of what you believed possible for yourself. Rajas is needed to bring our desires into action, and you're deep in the development phase. You've already achieved many great accomplishments because of your determination, and more await in the near future. However, remember to balance action with rest, otherwise, you will lose sight of your true goal in the pursuit of achieving more. Thank you so much, Libra, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.